right, folks, how you doing? RussellTrueResults303.com. Check out the website, link in the description box. Mind, body, spirit, fitness, putting the healing back in health. Coming at you today with a video for the younger kids out there. High schoolers, you're about to graduate. Maybe you're going to college, maybe you're not. This is most likely going to be for those not going to college. When is the best time to move out of your parents' house, right? So, of course, when we're 18, we get out of high school, we all think we know everything. It's time to get out of the house, right? But once again, you just have to, if you watch my channel, you realize that it's mind, body, spirit, right? The whole being becoming one, realizing your full potential. So, first off, you need to be able to, once again, look at your motives. Why are you trying to move out, right? So, if it's just because you're a big partier and you just want to go out and drink and do whatever, get the ladies, impress somebody, once again, if you know my channel, it's not about that. It's not about impressing someone else. It's about doing what's best for you, doing the right thing. So moving out just to impress a lady or something like that, or so you can go out and get drunk and party, that's not, the way to go. So I don't care if they say you're 18 and you're an adult. You've got to look at yourself, examine yourself, and say, where are you at in your life right now? Is that what's best for you? As we get older, we've got to understand these things. As we get older, we always realize that our parents were right. You're gonna realize that. That's what I always tell people. The best parenting, we want to tell ourselves that we want to give our children the best lives possible. And unfortunately, in today's world, it's let me buy them more junk, more crap, right? Let me get them. It's a freaking 5-year old with $70 Jordans on. The shoes I'm wearing right now are freaking $40. The gym shoes I wear right now, I bought them, yeah, when I was young and dumb. Um, you know, 10 years ago, I still have these shoes, and they were like $150, but they're the shoes I wear to the gym now. There's no sole on them. They're freaking bald. I love the shoes though, and those are my gym shoes right now. And I used to wear those shoes all the time, and my cousin and stuff, her husband would make fun of me. Like, you need to get some new shoes. I don't really care. I'm not trying to impress nobody, right? I'm past that. I'm past that. I've never been a Jordan fan. Thank God. I don't want to buy those shoes. Ridiculous. But anyways, what are your motives, right? If it's to impress someone, that's not the right thing to do. You've just got a job. Check out my video. I always say I'm going to put them in the description box. I'm not, I usually don't because I don't really watch these videos. I just edit the front and the back of the video so it starts right when I start talking, right? Usually I'll sit in front of the camera for about 5-10 seconds just to get myself together, and then I start talking. So I just edit there, and sometimes I don't even put the video online for another 2-3 days. So I don't even look at it. I don't edit it. So it's all just raw right here for you. But what are your motives? Like I said, check out my video on being financially independent, or at least being able to manage your money. And the main thing is you should have 4 to 6 months worth of bills saved up. So whatever your apartment's going to cost, you should, and utilities and all these other things, you need to have 6 months saved up. So at least before you move out, get financially stable, right? Get 6 months of rent. Go see how much an apartment costs. It's $1,000. You need to at least have $6,000 before you move out, right? So you are set up for the future if something happens. So that's rule number one. You gotta know how to financially support yourself, or at least how to manage your money. I was horrible with that. By the time I was I moved out at 18. By 22, 23, I was like $13,000 in debt. I ended up moving back in with my mother just to pay off my bills, right? Just $13,000 in debt. I might as well have just went to college for that price, you know. Especially in the year 2000, college was a lot cheaper than it is now, you know. So I should have just went to college because all I was doing was going out partying, being stupid, getting in trouble, right? Not to mention the other things I got in trouble with. Uh, I don't even want to go into it, but spent a lot of money in those 4 years, wasted a lot of money. enough for college tuition. Might as well have went to school, put it that way, with getting in trouble with the law and things like that. Just ridiculous. So, if you're not disciplined, if you don't have, your finances straight, uh, don't even bother. Don't even bother. Stay at home and get yourself together. So from there, I'm gonna flip the script. So we're gonna go double standard. Right? My cousin was just dating this chick. Double standard. Once again, these ladies, they want independence, but it's a double standard at all times. They want a man to treat them with respect, this and that. But if this goes down, it ain't right. So he was dating this chick for a little bit, and they started hanging out. And she goes, "Oh, well, do you have your own car?" He's like, "Yeah." She goes, "You wouldn't believe how many guys try to hit on me and don't even have their own car. Do you have your own place?" "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah." And they try to hit on me and they don't even have their own place. Like, okay, it's understandable. We're in America. Unfortunately, that's the way American values are. If you live at home, you're like a bum or something. And once again, if you're living at home, you're gonna pay rent, help your parents out, help your mother out. That's what I did. Um, but this chick was saying that to him, and she lived with her mother. But all of a sudden, she won't date a dude that doesn't have his own place. But she's living with her mother. But if he does, you're out. I don't. That's just that double standard. That's crazy. I think America is one of the few places uh, that do that. Even as we get older, we throw our parents in homes and things like that, where the Eastern cultures, they take their parents in and they take care of their parents. And they do. The Hispanic culture, they make their daughters live with them until they get married. They're like, no, we ain't letting you go out there. They try to protect and guide their children. But so moving out, what is this going? What is this doing? With today's world, my cousin has a one bedroom. It's like $1,200. Right, $1,200 for a one bedroom. That's a house payment. Now he's trying to look for a house, and for men, we can't let that pride get in front of us. Like my cousin, his dad has straight told him, "Move in with me for 6 months, don't pay rent, save up $6,000, and go put a down payment on a house." And he's like, "I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it." It's like, dang, I'm telling you, if you're living with your parents, you need to pay rent. Your dad's straight telling you to come home and don't even bother paying me money and freaking just save up money for a down payment on your house. And that pride is letting them say, nah, it's not going to happen. I'm not going to do it. Just do it, right? Do it. Don't let the pride and these other things and the ego get in front of you. It doesn't matter. Whatever the world means doesn't matter, right? It's what's in here. How are you doing as a whole being, right? Next, for the people in relationships, this is the difficult thing. This is where I was going at. In today's society, everything's so expensive. That's why marriage is a valuable tool. If you want to say tool, you can use it as a tool if you're not spiritual. Of course, in the Catholic faith, it is it's a sacrament. It's used between you, your spouse, and God. But the beauty is, of course, now you have two incomes coming in. So we have two incomes. Now it's easy. You went from making 40,000 to 80,000. $1,000 out of 80,000, $1,000 a month out of 80,000 is way easier to manage than $1,000 out of 40,000. So the unfortunate thing is now we just have cohabitation with uh, people in relationships, right? And unfortunately, what is this going to lead to? This can lead to the this can lead to you know children out of wedlock. Another single mother. Next thing you know, people are fighting, and you break up, and now this young lady is unfortunately now now you need a two bedroom because you have a child, right? So now you're up to 1,600, 1,700 a month trying to get a two bedroom, and you're only making your $40,000 a year, right? So you put yourself in an even worse situation because you decided just to shack up with somebody because it's easier on your wallet, right? It's easier on your wallet. You're not thinking properly. You're only thinking about money. You got to think about you and where you are really trying to go with your life. And then, then it comes to the same thing. You are living together. Now you want to break up, but you're just stuck in this relationship and you're just staying with this person because it's the easy thing to do. It's easy on your wallet once again, or it's hard to kick them out if it's your apartment, right? These are things you gotta think of before you start making these decisions. The same thing for me. I was trying to get my life together at the time, so I didn't want to room up with my buddies. You know, my buddies were still partying and doing all those types of things, and for me, it was like, you know, I don't really want to do that. You know, I'm trying to get things in line. I'm trying to, get my life in order. And that's not gonna, it's harder to do those things when you're surrounded by it. Once again, it's doing what's right for you, not just doing these things to impress somebody. It doesn't matter, right? So, I hope that helps. When's the right age to move out? It's gonna be dependent on where you're at in life. What's going on in your life? Oh, one thing I wanted to bring up, my boy, I used to follow him on YouTube, Elliot Hulse. If you're into the fitness and Eastern philosophy, you probably watch him a lot. When I used to watch him 2, 3 years ago, he had a video and he was talking about his struggle of becoming a personal trainer. This was a grown man, you know, 26, 27, 28, a wife, 2 kids, trying to start his own business. And he said he was living in his mother's basement with his wife and 2 kids for like a year or two when he was trying to get his business up and running because he couldn't afford to live on his own, you know. And I think we just got to realize that, no matter what society says, our family is there to help us, and don't ever be afraid to take that help because the neighbor don't want to help you. These people over here don't want to help you. You know, nobody wants to help you. All you have is your friends and family, and if they're trying to help you, don't let that pride and ego, you know, hold you back. It doesn't matter. You got to do what's right for you, right? So once again, I hope that helps. Subscribe to the channel, share and like these videos.